Yo, I get this question a lot. It's like, how did I get into AI or how do I know so much about AI? And I just have to really kind of like back up to start the journey. So the journey for me is I really started learning in graduate school, learned how to program in R. I had programmed before and I have a history of that, but I would say I really started with learning R. R is a statistical programming language and it's like essential for researchers. I think if you wanted to be good at research at the time, you needed to learn how to program in R. So, but that's not why we're here. I wanted to show you about this amazing platform called DataCamp because that's where I learned a lot of data skills. So it was outside of university that I really was able to work on these skills. So I'll just show you the platform. And, it's a great platform, but, I need to prove to you that I'm an OG. And look at this. This is when I completed my first introductory to R plot on DataCamp, and it's called Introductory to R, and I completed November 17th, 2014. Like, bro, that's a long time ago. It's over a decade ago. So I'm not new to this. Okay, so it works out like this. I learned R, and that was during like the Python R wars, and so I just didn't want to learn Python, but I ended up learning Python. But I learned R, and I learned it. I learned SQL, and I learned majority of it, like most of it, I just learned on this platform. Like I did a lot of, I did some Coursera courses as well, like all the Google stuff I did on Coursera, and I just like really think that you got to be learning all the time. But here you go. This is the platform. You can see I got a ton of points. It's just because I've been using this thing for so long. And there is, this is kind of like the days before certifications. But I have some certifications from DataCamp. I have a whole gigantic profile that's here that kind of like, goes over all of the things that I've done, all the certifications and everything. So I kind of went from data science to data engineering, SQL, just like really hardcore databases. Then AI. Well, I was kind of learning it as ML. That's like 2015, 2016, where we're learning gradient descent and keep KNN and needs Bayes and these type of ML theory. And then, on the scene comes the deep neural nets with, the natural language stuff. And, what AI, like what we know is AI today. But it all started here. So it's like, and it makes perfect sense that if you're trying to work a data role or you're becoming a data scientist, because that's ultimately what I was doing. I was a data scientist, and working with data, especially in research, is like you absolutely you have to know that. Okay, so anyway, but this is how I went from like good, like what they're teaching in graduate school and how to be a researcher, to great, like is these type of exercises. So with that, I'll just give you a quick rundown of like this is like kind of the course structure. They're going to give you an intro video, which is
Hi, and welcome.
after you watch the video, right? It's going to give you past that one. It's going to give you, boy, why is it giving these like lots of questions? Because I wanted to kind of show what it looks like to actually do
Now
that.
we can make predictions using that by setting the table arrays, the training data, the TED.
All right. And then this is what I want to show you. So you're going to kind of do these code examples here. You're going to import whatever it says here. You're going to fill out the code example here. You're going to run the code. And that's kind of how it works. I wonder if I have one that's like done so I don't have to like think about it. No, no. Overfitting. Okay, cool. So here we go. Like, this exercise I already did. I don't know, some time ago. I don't actually remember. I don't have a day streak, so it must have been some time ago. And then, so I just submit the answer, and it goes through, and it tells you if you think, and it spits out here in the terminal. And that's essentially how it works. And again, yeah, DataCamp is really great. It's got a lot of cool. It's got a great community. And yeah, and this is kind of like the main, but boy, I've done so many courses and I, I love this platform. Like I really just quit like learning on other platforms because it didn't make any sense to do that. And I've like completed 45 courses. And there was one course that was like super entertaining that actually taught me the most about statistics. Even maybe it was this one, Intro to Statistics in R. It was by this like Yale professor. It was a long time ago. Let's see what year. Let's see. Let's download this page and see what year this happened. Oh, that's not that long ago. That can't be the right course then. But anyway, oh yeah, no, this wasn't the instructor, but it was like a Yale professor, and it was just amazing. Like I think I learned more about like actual statistics in that than any like class in university that I can at one of the many universities I went to that I can even remember. And so like it was always kind of a mystery, and then it became like, oh, it was the thing, you know? So it was great. Anyway, so DataCamp, I'll put a link in the description, which is of course affiliate link. You know, I'm not I have no affiliation with DataCamp except for I use it. But if you want to sign up, there's a link, and I think it gives you a little discount. I'm not sure. And then, hey, it's September 2025, and now it's Data and AI Literacy Month. So if you want to step up your AI game, do it. Do it here. And there was one other thing that I heard that there's like a new certification track around AI for developers. And like, so I've completed the like AI engineering for data scientists, which kind of takes all of the data science and then moves you into the, you know, what we know is like kind of a traditional AI role, which was amazing, right? And yeah, so and I completed it. The AI, it's right here, AI engineer for data scientists. But I hear they have an AI engineer for developers, um, which is great because it's like more of you know, application building and kind of more stuff that I do now. Anyway, it's DataCamp. It's amazing. Other platforms like Coursera, I've used before. I like DataCamp. DataCamp has been my go-to for over a decade now, apparently. And I'll put a link in the description. And thanks for joining me, DataCamp. And a lot of people